Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. The US has said it struck Iranian military sites over the weekend, while Tehran said it responded by targeting an American base, making the third known escalations in a week around the Strait of Hormuz. US Central Command said it launched self-defensive strikes in response to aggressive Iranian actions, which it said included a US drone being shot down over international waters. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said it had targeted an airbase used by US forces for an attack on southern Iran. Meanwhile, Kuwait said its air defense system had confronted hostile missiles and drones, with its foreign ministry later condemning heinous and repeated Iranian attacks.
He didn't have the chance to get what he wanted with all the military exercises and pressure he has been exerting until now. And every time there is something that is contradicting his wish, he's claiming that he will use the force. Iran, every time that the force was used, is retaliating as well. So both are playing this dangerous game of escalating, not escalating, or de-escalating.
At least 46 people have been killed and dozens more wounded after an explosion in a village in a region in Myanmar under insurgent control. A rescue worker near the Chinese border said 6 children, including a 1-year-old toddler, were among the dead. The blast is said to have damaged around 200 homes in Kang Tat and another 100 in the nearby Pan Lone village. The Tiang National Liberation Army, which controls the area and has been fighting the military junta, said explosives kept in a warehouse for use in local mining operations had ignited, causing the blast. Health authorities in the Democratic Republic of Congo are celebrating after 5 patients who had Ebola and now recovered were allowed to leave hospital. The current outbreak is suspected to have killed at least 250 people, but those infected can get better, and officials stress that people should seek medical help if they believe they have contracted the virus. On Sunday, there was a ceremony for a group of 4 nurses who were discharged from a hospital in Bunia, the provincial capital of Ituri, the epicenter of the outbreak.
I think 4 people will be discharged today, and there was one that was discharged the day before yesterday, I think. So people can recover. Of course, we're working on vaccines and treatments, but that doesn't mean that people cannot recover from Ebola. So that's, I think, a strong message. And having a facility like this is to help people recover. That's it.
Israel's prime minister has ordered attacks on the southern suburbs of Lebanon's capital, Beirut, as the conflict with the Iran-backed armed group Hezbollah continues to escalate. Benjamin Netanyahu said terrorist targets in the Hezbollah stronghold of Dai would be struck in response to attacks on Israeli civilians and other violations of a US-brokered ceasefire announced in April that has failed to end the fighting. A senior Lebanese government official said it was relying on US mediation efforts to pressure Israel to end its own violations and prevent further civilian casualties. Footage from social media shows the moment glass doors outside a shopping centre in Nanning in southern China shattered as fans waited to see actor Zhang Linghe on Sunday. The 28-year-old, who stars in Chinese historical drama Pursuit of Jade, was due to appear at a Molchen eyewear event. Other videos from social media show packed crowds gathered around balconies within the mall. Organisers later cancelled the in-person event and moved it online. And ahead of what would have been Marilyn Monroe's 100th birthday, die-hard fans dressed up in her iconic look, a white dress and platinum blonde wig, to celebrate the beloved American actress and model. More than 1,000 Marilyns gathered in downtown Palm Springs in California, setting a new Guinness World Record for the largest gathering of people dressed as Marilyn Monroe. The previous record of 254 people was set in Australia in 2020. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.